Okay, she's back. She means me. I'm back with another video. It's actually only been a week, so I think I'm good. Ignore the mess behind me. Please, it's been a long day. Okay, so this week I'm going to talk about the incredible, unimitable second act, Jennifer Lopez, Vanessa Hudgens, Milo Ventimiglia, Leah Remini, other people who I don't know their names. Second act is the weirdest movie I've ever watched in my life. I've literally never been in a movie theater and felt the way I felt watching this movie. And I've also never wanted to walk out of a movie theater more. Second act, if you watch the trailer, which I rewatched the trailer, I just rewatched the trailer like 5 minutes ago, because what happened in the movie is not what the trailer showed. Like I watched that trailer and I went in and I saw a completely different movie than what the trailer showed. So I was like, maybe I missed something that was like an indication of this is going to happen. But no, I did not miss anything. They did not indicate in the trailer the big thing of the movie. Spoilers from here on, obviously I'm going to talk about the movie now. If you watch the trailer, it seems like it's a movie about a woman. She's in her 40s. She's in a job that doesn't like require much. It's not very high paying or like whatever. She is complaining about how she doesn't have a college degree and that's why she can't progress at her job, because and actually the person who's above her says this person has a master's, you don't, so you are not qualified for the job. She complains to her best friend's son, who doctors her resume, and then she gets a call based on the doctored resume. So that's what you think the movie is about. You think it's about a woman who has gotten a job that she is unqualified for because she's changed her resume. That's what you think it is. She gets a job and you think that, oh, the movie is going to be about her being in her job, like being in this job that she doesn't have the qualifications for, the academic qualifications for. And you think you're going to see her journey through this, like how she's going to make it work and things like that. That's not, like, that's a little bit what you see, but there's a whole other story. And so she gets a job. Vanessa Hudgens is the daughter of the CEO, and the CEO is who hired her. Vanessa Hudgens' job position, I don't know. I do not remember. All I know is she's very high up. Oh, while she was in the interview, while she was in the interview, she was like, first of all, she did not know the job she was going to interview for. At one point, she was like asking the CEO questions and he was asking her questions. I went to my best friend and we turned to each other and I was like, does she not know what she came to interview for? And then literally Jennifer Lopez is like, I'm sorry, what's the job position? You don't know what you're coming to interview for. You just don't know. As well, in the interview, she's criticizing their products. They still hire her for some reason. Vanessa Hudgens comes into the room. So the CEO is her father. She comes into the room while the interview is being held. And she is very standoffish to Jennifer Lopez for some reason. And this is before Jennifer Lopez was like critical of the products. She just comes in and she's rude. Is that how job seekers are? They're just rude to people who are applying. She was just rude and standoffish, like very cold towards her, and I'm like, why are you being so cold towards somebody who's coming to help your company? But like, that's just my opinion, you know. The first day she has a job, they go and they make this competition, and like Vanessa Hudgens has a team and she has a team, and they have to what do they have to do? I honestly can't even remember what they have to do. Oh, they have to make the product like more marketable. I have no, they have to change the product. I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know, because they spent maybe 5 minutes talking about that. Oh, I should probably should have mentioned this earlier. She has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend is Milo Ventimiglia. They open the movie and they are very passionate about each other, which is fine, or would be fine if they had 1 ounce of chemistry, but they do not. They both of them together. Why would you do that? They have no chemistry at all. They're like kissing and I'm like, ew, I don't know about. And they're both beautiful. Jennifer was stunning. Milo are very attractive. They're both very attractive people. But them together, it did not work for me. You see him in the first scene where they're like all over each other. She's gonna be late for work because they've been so much. She's gonna be late for work. And then the next scene you see him and she like is telling him about, oh, do you see him at her birthday? So that's 2 scenes. And then the 3rd scene you see him at is when she gets the job and she tells him, and he like is like, no, you can't do that, it's a lie. And then they break up. But I didn't see it for them in the beginning. Like I didn't see them together. Like I saw them together, but I didn't like see them together in the first place. So like when they broke up, I was kind of like, and she didn't mourn the end of the relationship. So I was just like, well, if you don't care, I don't care. So yeah, they break up. That happens before she starts the job. Then she starts the job, they give her like a huge apartment and like the credit cards for the company or whatever. She has a lot of money. She does not speak about him until the end of the movie. So you can forget about him, I guess. Just forget about him. Her and Vanessa Hudgens are like competing, they're having competition within the company to develop a new product. At one point, Jennifer Lopez was talking to Leah Remini, who's her best friend. I wish I knew their names like in the movie, but I don't know because I don't care, because like, why would I? This movie was so bad. They were talking and like she says something about giving up her daughter or something. Leah Remini's like, when will you forgive yourself? You need to forgive yourself. I'm like, I don't care. And also, what is this information? Like, it's like they were not talking about anything related to that as far as I can remember. They were not talking about anything related to like her giving up a child. And then she talks about how she gives up a child, and then later on in the movie you find out Vanessa Hudgens adopted. And as soon as I found out Vanessa Hudgens was adopted, I was like, please don't. Please don't do this. Please do not. I did not sign up to watch that movie. I did not sign up to watch a movie where Vanessa Hudgens and Jennifer Lopez are like long lost mother and adoptive daughter. Birth mother and daughter. I did not sign up to watch that movie. And then, so they go to Vanessa Hudgens' apartment for some reason. It's like showing her art, because she used to be like an artist. And at one point she takes her into like her childhood bedroom and she starts reading a note, and she's like, my birth mother gave this to me. And then she starts reading it, and then Jennifer Lopez finishes the note, like Vanessa Hudgens is speaking, and then Jennifer Lopez finishes the sentence, and it's like, ooh, their mother and daughter, and I'm like, and they're both crying, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't care. I don't care, and I also did not sign up to watch it. And it's like clearly supposed to be this like very big emotional moment, and I'm like, I wish I cared, but it's like they don't set up, because the movie has such an odd feel to it. Like it's like trying to be a comedy. They're like trying to lean into physical comedy a lot, because Jennifer Lopez is like falling over things, and like birds die at the end, and like at one point a vet has his hands up the ass of a goat. So it's like they're leaning into physical comedy, but like they're also trying to be really emotional, and it just does not work. This movie is so unfunny. And we saw the 12 noon showing. There were only 2 of us in the theater for like half an hour, and then like 3 other people walked in. So even when they were like, it's like supposed to be funny, nobody was laughing. The theater was silent. It was so uncomfortable. I hated it. But yeah, I did not sign up to see that movie. I did not sign up to see that. And and the bulk of the middle of the movie is them, like, their relationship. It's like the beginning of the movie is her getting the job, and they have like a little bit of strife. Then you find out that they're mother and daughter. Then it's their relationship with a little bit of job stuff sprinkled in, and then the competition is coming to a close, so like they have to get heavy on the job stuff. But it's like the bulk of the movie is not about the job, it's about their relationship. And this is the 4th time I'm saying this, but I did not sign up to see that movie. Yeah, they have like a bunch of emotional moments, they get really close, and then it comes down to the 3rd act of the movie, and the thing was that they had a product that was kind of that was like natural but not really. So Vanessa Hudgens' camp decided they were going to try to improve on the product they already had, and Jennifer Lopez was like, no, let's create a whole new product. So they were trying to create a whole new product. It wasn't working, and then at some point she was like sitting, and she was like, my grandfather after Hiroshima brought back a ginkgo biloba plant that survived Hiroshima, and I have it in my apartment. Let's put it in this cream. Are they fucking kidding? It's such a weird. And then she's like, it's at my old apartment that she's moved out of, because like it was at the apartment she and like Milo Ventimiglia shared, but they broke up, so she moved out. And so she breaks into the apartment to get this tree, and she realizes he's taken down some photos off of a cupboard in the kitchen that's near the plant. And when she sees that they've been taken off, she like puts her hand on the cupboard to indicate that she's so sad. She misses him so much that she didn't mention him for the whole entire movie. Up until this point, I forgot he existed. Literally, I forgot he existed. And at that point, she realizes, oh, she does miss him. She seals the plant. They like use it to make the cream. Success. And then they name the cream like all-in-one ginkgo cream. All-in-one ginkgo cream. Is this a joke? Where's the snap? Where's the pizzazz? Like, where's the snappy name that like is going to get me to buy it? All-in-one ginkgo cream? I think not. And this guy at the company that she works at has been like, ooh, she's up to no good, I'm going to figure out what's up with her, she's weird. And he like figures it out coming down to the end, and she knows that he figures it out. And after she wins the competition, she's like, I have to come clean to my daughter and to everybody there. So like while at the like she's like speaking in front of everybody, and she like comes clean, and she says that she isn't who she says she is, like she doesn't have all those qualifications, etc. She doesn't have all the work experience or all the qualifications that she said on her resume. And Vanessa Hudgens is so hurt. Vanessa Hudgens is so hurt, and I'm like, I get that you can't build a relationship on a lie, but she wasn't lying to her. Like, she didn't lie to her, like she didn't do anything to her. So I feel like it was just like a gross exaggeration of how, if I was adopted, and I'm not adopted, so I don't know what it feels like, but I feel like if anybody in my life was like, hi, I didn't actually do this, if I had like a big time job, which I definitely do not have, if I had a big time, maybe this is just because like I would do that. I feel like I would lie on a resume to get into a job, and like that's why I don't see that much wrong with it. And like, and she wasn't lying to Vanessa Hudgens about their relationship. I feel like lying on your resume is a very specific thing that maybe people who just lie in general wouldn't do. But like resumes and like getting jobs are so difficult. You could lie, like you would lie. Like I don't get the she lied on her resume and so she's lying about everything. She's my birth mother and she's lying about our relationship. So then she doesn't. So she like runs away and like doesn't speak. She's so upset. Vanessa Hudgens is so upset that she lied on her resume to get this job that like clearly she, even though she wasn't academically qualified for, she was qualified for because she did the job. Like she did the job and she did it well. Like she was so upset. She didn't speak to her for a year. Anyway, Jennifer Lopez like leaves the job and she makes like her own company or like an app or something, and then Vanessa Hudgens comes back. Oh, remember I mentioned earlier that Vanessa Hudgens was like an artist. She went back to school in London, and then for like a year, and then she comes back, and then they make up in 5 minutes, and then they go on a run. Because that's what you do. You don't speak to your birth mother for a year after figuring out that she lied on her resume to get into your adopted father's business. You go away for a year, you don't speak, you come back, you have one tearful 5-minute conversation, and then you go on a run. That's what happens. Needless to say, I hate this movie. I hate this movie. I do not like it at all. There was no chemistry between Jennifer Lopez and Milo Ventimiglia. I did not sign up to watch a movie about Jennifer Lopez and Vanessa Hudgens being both mother and daughter. I did not sign up for that movie. Painfully unfunny. Oh my god. So not funny. Like not funny at all. And I just rewatched the trailer and Jennifer Lopez seems like she's barely opening her mouth. Like she's giving it like maybe 45%. And I'm like, but where's this? Like there's no... And you know, if I was her age and had been like been like acting since I was like 20, I don't know how long her career has been, but since I was like in my 20s, I would also be burnt out maybe a little bit. And like seems like she doesn't want to be there. Like she does not want to be filming this movie. Like she's giving it literally the least she could possibly give. I don't know, like none of her comebacks have like bite, and like I don't see her. Well, actually, she is funny. Monster-in-Law is a really funny movie. She's funny in that, but she's not funny in this. And like the movie, it's not funny enough to be a funny movie. It's not sincere enough to be a sincere movie. So like, the only people who were funny was Leah Remini was funny sometimes, and then they have like 2 fat friends who are also funny, and that's it. Yeah, in conclusion, I did not like this movie, and I wasted $40 to watch it when I could have spent that on a drink. Anyway, that's really all I have to say. See you next week. Bye.